Alright, guys. I'm gonna be recording my first episode of Papa's Donuteria. You know the drill. I'm gonna be using myself as the as the chef, and it's Orkia's turn to be the server. Alright. I think that's about good. Alright. We'll watch the intro, because why not? I always like to watch the intro when I'm doing a Let's Play. I don't play the tutorial because that's just kind of boring and it delays me from getting the make them wait sticker, but the intro I don't mind watching. Plus it will give the viewers a story, the story, you know, the introduction. Ka-chunk. Alright, let's wait for Maggie. I'm gonna serve her first, because, you know, make him wait. Alright. I know. Sorry if I'm not really talking right now. I just want to concentrate so I don't make James too impatient. That's the shitty thing about the make them wait sticker, is when you get it, it'll make the first customer very impatient because you're serving them last. And in some games, they're even more impatient than in other games. Yeah, some of these stickers are a nightmare to get. Wow, I still got 100% on the order station. What do you know? This will probably be the same deal as for my other 2 videos I've posted so far on this channel. I'll probably end it when we played through the first 7 days and about to enter the first holiday. Unless I decide that I want to keep going. Because there might be, exceptions where I may want to play for a little bit longer than usual. So, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna restart the day and go to the shop. Oh yeah, we have the AC guy over here right now because our AC can't keep up, so if that causes a little bit of delay and waiting, I apologize. Much better. And I think we have the golden rolling pin now. So it'll be easier to get the line in the green. A lot of the time-based stations can be tough, but the golden rolling pin makes it a lot easier. Alright, I know how to freaking switch between tickets. I know. If my dad does play his drums during this, hopefully he doesn't get too disruptive. He's off of work because of certain things, which I'll get into in a bit. I also have a good topic that I'm going to talk about in this video as well. It's going to be about food. We're playing a cooking game and we're going to be talking about food. Everyone's going to be hungry by the end of this probably. Now, it's 3:58 as of right now. It's going to probably be... I'm not sure. But it's going to be, 4:15, 4:30, somewhere around there when I end this. And it could take a while to upload this. So I don't know what your eating schedule is going to look like once this finally uploads. Because it takes forever to upload videos on my phone for some reason. Sorry, I'm kind of getting distracted because of kind of a certain commotion kind of going on out there. Oh boy, Rudy's gonna be here soon. After I serve this donut. Sorry if you hear the noise going on. Probably not the best time to record, but I was bored and I was just in the mood to make a recording. Anyway, how has everyone's day been? How is everyone's day as of watching this? Well, as of recording this, the day that, as of, today, as of, not like when it's uploaded finally, but, as of, recording this, like I said, my day has been hectic. Let's just say my day has been hectic, guys. Thank you for the perfect score. Gotta admit, I wasn't really trusting ya. But yeah, today has just been really weird, guys. I mean, there were some good parts, but there were just some hectic parts. We ate McDonald's for lunch. They messed up mine and my dad's burger, but the fries were really good. Okay, so there's two types of burgers that I eat from McDonald's, the quarter pounders and then the regular hamburgers. We've been getting McDonald's on a lot of Fridays, with the exception of this past Friday. Because my dad decided to just cook so he can have food for him and Bubba, and so he can give some of it to my grandma. But, like the 3 Fridays before that, I believe, we got McDonald's from DoorDash, and he found out that he can just order me hamburgers, so we don't have to worry about cheese. You know, they could still mess it up in other ways, but not like by putting cheese on it. However, when my dad went to McDonald's today, he decided to just get the quarter pounder instead because it's a bigger burger, you know. But it didn't work out. He thought since he was like actually at the restaurant, he figured they would just get it right, but they didn't. Hold on, I'm gonna be silent for a little while because the AC guy's talking. I don't want us talking over each other. Wow, you're so picky. Why is everyone so picky? Gosh darn it. I'm making your orders right. I'm spreading them evenly. But yeah, my dad just decided to take a chance on getting me the quarter pounder, since he was actually at the restaurant. It is said that they have a higher chance of getting it right if you're actually at the restaurant, since they know you have a better chance of like catching it. But nope, that doesn't always work out for us that way. But my dad just decided that, like, you know, from now on, we'll just order the burgers. You know? He can, like, order 2 of them. So it's technically, so I get just about the same amount of, like, a quarter pounder. Because that's what we do when we order DoorDash. You know, he orders 2 instead of just 1. That way I can get as much, you know, get the equal amount, or at least close to it. Because let's be honest, you know, I know it may seem rude, but a lot of restaurant people, like cooks, like, you know, people actually making the food, a lot of them can't do their job properly. Like, you try to, like, give them simple instructions about how to, like, make something, you know, what to put on it and what not to put on it. They still mess it up, even if you talk to them like they're a child. My dad's playing the drums. Hopefully that's not too disruptive. I'm always worried he's gonna play the drums while I'm recording, and it's gonna be disruptive. He loves playing the drums. He loves that new hobby. And he wants to play the guitar later on down the road too. I heard them talk about that. But yeah, at least the fries were good. I had a lot of McDonald's fries for lunch, and they were so freaking good, man. And that's for the other thing that happened. My Uncle Junior passed away, apparently. Yeah, it's kind of shocking, but we kind of saw it coming at the same time. So yeah, it just feels weird. And then we have the air conditioner stuff going on. So it's just been weird for me lately. And I'm also kind of nervous and excited at the same time for August. One thing's going to happen is that I'm nervous about, and something else is going to happen that I'm excited about. Alright, so Hank only gave me 99, but, he's a closer. It's understandable for them to be a little more picky. But yeah, there's something I'm excited. There's something that I'm nervous for, and then there's something that I'm both nervous and excited for. The thing I'm nervous for is the dentist appointment. I'm going to have a dentist appointment probably August 18th, unless we have to reschedule it. Because there's something else that we're planning to do, probably in the middle of August. And that's going to Houston to visit my mom. I'm kind of nervous and excited for that at the same time. I chatted my mom about it, She reassured me that it should be fun and everything should work out, but, my mom has been known to, lie and change plans, so I'm just going to kind of take that with a grain of salt. Go ahead and buy some posters and furniture so my customers don't get impatient on me. Ugh, Mardi Gras. I apologize if that's disruptive, guys. Hopefully you can it's not like, drowning out my voice and whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna be kind of busy on, tomorrow and Friday. Not all day busy, but just for a portion of the day. Tomorrow night at 6:30 Central Time, I'm gonna be going to my grandma's house. I don't really know what it's about, but from what my dad said, we're gonna visit with a preacher or something. Yeah. Because, we have religious funerals in our family. Unfortunately. As an atheist, I'm not really a fan of religious funerals. I prefer secular stuff. That's what the opposite of religion was. I heard that's the opposite of religion, secular. And atheism. Atheism is the lack of a religion, the lack of having a religion, but secular is a thing or an event that doesn't have any religion in it. So yeah, they're both technically opposites of religion, just in different contexts. But yeah, we're gonna be going over to my grandma's house tomorrow to visit with the preacher, and I guess he's just gonna discuss stuff with us. I remember something similar happened back in, I think it was 2013 when my great grandma passed. So I think it's going to be something like that. And I have a feeling, I'm hoping, well, hoping, that depends, but like, I have a feeling that my grandma is probably gonna cook something too. That way we can also have a little nice family dinner tomorrow night. Because it's gonna be around dinner time anyway. I don't see why her and Pops wouldn't. But like I said, that depends if they even cook something I like. Or they do cook something I like, but they don't cook it in the way that I like it. Because that's another factor. For example, I love spaghetti, but I remember a time where they didn't cook it in the way I liked it. It had cheese melted into it, and I do not like cheese in my spaghetti. I just like I don't even like Parmesan or meatballs. I just like, the noodle, the spaghetti itself, and of course the sauce and the meat. Spaghetti without the meat is pretty good too, but, I also love it with the meat. My dad makes it with the meat, and oh my god, his spaghetti is legendary. So yeah, it would be awesome if we do have a nice family dinner. Otherwise, it's just gonna feel kind of, I don't know how to say it without sounding like, too much or too offensive. But, it's just gonna feel, I guess, pointless, I was gonna say that the first time, but I don't know if that's, I'm not saying it's pointless to, visit about a family member's death. I'm not saying that in general. I'm just saying, I'm not really a big fan of, the religious aspects of it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to sound disrespectful, but I remember when we did a similar thing for my great-grandma, and it was just kind of boring, I guess. The actual services I'm okay with, but the visit, but when the priest comes over and then you just kind of chat about stuff. Yeah. That's kind of boring. But then again, it could be different this time around because I'm older now. I actually live here, because I was only 15 when my great grandma passed, and when we had the preacher come over, and we actually had to drive into Odessa for that. But now that I don't live in my current town anymore, I'm a lot closer. I can actually, it's a different story, It's not as tiring to do all that anymore. Plus, I'm older and more mature, Everything feels more like home because I'm actually closer. So, yeah. Hopefully, it should be a bit different. Anyway, sorry. I sorry for the wait. I just wanted to get all that out. I'll still talk while playing. Alright, Alright, zero fills, zero frills is probably the easiest one to remember because it's extremely simple. The most simplest special in this game. But yeah, hopefully Nana will cook something that I like, or that everyone likes. Because it'll be nice to have a little family dinner to make it more like upbeat and eventful. It would also be awesome for us to get something afterwards, but I don't know. Something tells me that Nana's gonna cook something. I was gonna talk about a topic, which I may still do, but I don't know. There's just too much I have to talk about. Right now, I don't know. I'm not sure. I was actually gonna talk about like food a lot, which I already am, but like I was gonna talk about it in a different way. I don't know. I'm still not sure if I'll save it for next video or cram it into this video. But yeah, it's just been a hectic... Life has just been hectic for me so far. Especially in terms of just family stuff. Hopefully when we see my mom in Houston in August, she will, it'll also be fun. She did reassure me that it will, but like I said, she isn't the most truthful person, and number 2, plans can be known to change, so like I said, I'm gonna be taking that with a grain of salt. And we're only, I still have more time. I'll probably cram this into my video. But yeah, I know I've already talked about this a little bit, but the topic that I was planning to do for this video, after the hectic stuff I told you guys about, is fast food. Fast food and just other restaurants. That's something else that I enjoy talking about, because it's a big topic. It may not seem like a big deal, but it is a pretty big topic. But yeah, I love fast food, man. Like most people do. Even, you know, the fast food industry is huge. You know, when I get my own place, I will be eating fast food a lot. I'm not saying I'm gonna literally eat it every day, but I will probably be eating it at least a few times a week. Of course, I'm gonna have like different things and whatnot. You know, my favorite fast food thing to eat is a burger and fries, but you know, I also like other stuff from a few other things from restaurants, like spaghetti, you know, certain breakfast foods, you know, things like that. My favorite burger and fry restaurants are Wendy's, McDonald's, Dairy Queen, Whataburger, and Five Guys. Those are my, you know, I think I said five, top 5 favorite restaurants, you know, Wendy's, Whataburger, McDonald's, Dairy Queen, and Five Guys. Yeah, I think that's 5. Those are my top 5 favorite restaurants. Although not in order. I don't really know which one I can't actually like rank them from better to best, but those are probably my top 5. As for breakfast, my favorite is Huddle House. As for spaghetti, my favorite is Olive Garden. I love Olive Garden spaghetti. It's not as good as the spaghetti my dad makes, but it's still pretty freaking good. And hell, even if people can cook, like, I know Ash is, my friend Ashton, he's one of my best friends. You know, he can cook and, his family can cook, but even still, they have restaurant food a lot because it's just so good. But especially if you're in a situation like me where, your ability is limited about cooking, what you can cook, what appliances you can cook on. Yeah, us especially eat fast food often. And I know my friend Purple Ethan. I call, in case you guys don't already know, the reason I call, I call my friends Ethan, my two Ethan friends by their color is so I can help differentiate between the two. And you guys will know which one I'm talking about. But yeah, Purple Ethan, he's in my situation. He still can't cook on the stove. I'm not sure which appliances he can cook on, but one of them is the stove that he cannot cook on. And I can relate because, him and I, we're not, trust me, we're not trying to use this as an excuse. It really is true. I talked about this a lot in my first Donuteria video that I did the other day. Alright, sorry, I'm spacing out. But yeah, it really isn't, people like to assume we're just using that as an excuse, but it really is the reason why we can't do certain things, or the reason why we have a hard time doing certain things. And yeah, and for different people, that can be different things, because, we all have our own things we struggle with, but we also have things that we're gifted in, so, it's different, it's not the same for everyone. But yeah, people like us especially eat out, because we're very limited on what we can, fix on our own. If we just eat the same things that we can fix on our own, that would get boring. Especially for me, because I'm a really picky eater. I want actual delicious restaurant food. Yeah, that's another thing, because, people prefer food, if it's, done for you. That's something else I've heard, And I'm one of those people. Food just tends to be better if someone else makes it. I don't know what it is exactly. It's just the way it is for a lot of people. So yeah, when I move into my own place, I'm going to be eating from my top 5 favorite burger joints a lot. I'm going to be eating, that's part of McDonald's. That's a part of my top 5 burger joints. But if I'm ever craving spaghetti, I'm going to be eating a lot of Olive Garden. And, for breakfast, my favorite fast food place is Huddle House. I'm gonna be honest, I've never really been a fan of, restaurant breakfast, except for, tater tots and hash browns, but Huddle House, oh my god. Their breakfast foods are to literally die for. They have good bacon, good eggs, good hash browns, but I prefer their tater tots. And oh my god, even their toast is fucking delicious. Huddle House is a legendary restaurant for their breakfast. They actually have burgers and fries as well. They have pretty good burgers and fries as well. I actually usually eat the burgers and fries, because I'm just more of a burgers and fries person than a breakfast person. That depends, though. That usually depends. When we used to order from DoorDash, early this year and late last year, I would get breakfast, but actually at the restaurant, I would get a burger and fries. Sometimes it's hard, because sometimes I just find myself craving breakfast. I don't really eat breakfast food very often, honestly. But yeah, that's definitely my favorite restaurant for breakfast. It's actually really freaking good, whereas I usually just prefer the tater tots or hash browns at other places. And I know like I said, even my friend Ash, he eats fast food a lot. Now, he can cook, and his parents and brothers can cook, but I don't blame them for for wanting to just eat fast food. Plus, a lot of people just don't feel like cooking. I mean, like, I don't mean this in, like, a rude way, but a lot of people are just lazy, They don't want to cook, And I'll admit, like, even, like, just using, like, the air fryer or toaster oven, sometimes I just don't feel like using it, so I'll just, like, get a snack. Or just fixing myself a sandwich, I can be really lazy when it comes to that. So yeah, that's another factor that plays into fast food. Some people may not feel like cooking, or like they're too tired to cook, Or, in my situation, like, you can't cook. Or, like, also in my situation, like, you're scared to cook. Depending on the, like, cooking appliance in question. So, yeah, it's no surprise that the fast food industry is huge. Especially in my town. There isn't really much, recreational places in my town. I mean, we have, like, some fun stuff. We have a Synergy, but I don't know if that's even open right now. And just, like, other fun stuff. But, like, for the most part, like, there isn't really much to do. But we have a bunch of fast food restaurants to make up for it. Fast food restaurants and actual restaurants. And my dad would always get frustrated because, like, when we would want to eat somewhere, a lot of the times they're just packed. Because everyone wants yummy food and they don't feel like cooking. So yeah, several factors play into why people prefer fast food. It's good. They don't feel like cooking. They can't cook. They're like bored. That's another thing that I haven't yet mentioned. Another reason why people like to eat out is maybe they're bored, or like they want to get some time out of the house. So maybe going to a restaurant for a bit will help with that. Some people have. Most people probably go to work, but still, they want some time. They probably want some time. They probably want to do something, out other than work outside their house. Plus, some people may work from home. If you're a work from home person, then it's gonna be easy to go stir crazy. Since you're just at home almost all the time. You're not like actually going to a place to work. So yeah, that's another factor. Maybe like you're stir crazy, or maybe you're not necessarily stir crazy, but you're just bored and going out to eat will maybe kill time. Sorry guys, I got a text message. I'll respond to it later. feel like responding to it now, but it just feels weird, like freaking texting in the middle of a video. It's kind of uncouth. But yeah, I may have to cut this short. I don't know. Hopefully my mom can understand that I'm busy. You know, she's extremely high maintenance, guys. I mean this in the nicest of ways, but she is. My mom gets too worried if I don't text right away, and she'll even guilt trip me. Like, wow. I mean, sometimes she will understand that I'm busy, but or that I'm like I'm asleep or something. But like a lot of times she'll guilt trip me. Like, oh my gosh, I've never seen anything like it. But yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about the little interruption. Yeah, and so yeah, I'm going to be eating like mostly Olive Garden, Huddle House, and my top 5 favorite burger restaurants that I mentioned. And who knows, I may go out and try some other stuff that I like. Restaurants that have like the foods that I like. And I know, like, Daniel Cannon and Jaden Mayo, they're gonna eat. From what they have said, they're gonna eat fast food a lot too once they move into their own place. I can't wait for them to become adults. They freaking hate being a kid. I'm excited. I can't wait for them to finally become adults. But yeah, I really need to freaking switch this to Do Not Disturb. I got lucky this time. My mom just called me by my name and not by some childish pet name. I'm gonna text her here in a little bit. I'm finishing up a recording. She can wait. Screw it. I need to text my mom. Sorry guys, but I'm gonna end this after I finish the day. Usually I would end it after day 7, but I want to talk to my mom before she gets the wrong idea. Plus, I just want to text her about something else. So, yeah, I apologize for cutting this short, guys, but if you knew how my mom is, if your mom was like my mom, or you just dealt with or you were like in contact with someone like similar to my mom, believe me, you'd understand. But yeah, while I'm kind of jealous of people that eat fast food more often, at the same time, it's not like I can blame them, you know? All right. I'll play the game later. I need to talk to my mom. She is extremely high maintenance. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.